are going to try to film this and see if I need to go get my microphone from the car. But it is a long walk and I don't want to have to do that again. Hi and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am coming at you from a different location today. We are currently on spring break here in Florence, Oregon at the coast. And today we're going to talk about some of the reasons or some of the things you should know before moving to Oregon. Well, let's start with the different landscapes of Oregon. So before moving to Oregon, I have my kid looking at me. One of the good things is that you should know is that we have so many different landscapes. So right now we're sitting here on the coast, a little bit southern, beautiful area. We're going to be heading back home to the high desert, and we are going to be crossing through the valley on our way there. So when you're in Oregon, you could travel just a few hours and be in a totally different location. I know Oregon's known for being a really rainy state, really green, but where I'm located, actually, it is the high desert. So juniper trees, sagebrush, pretty much turns into desert past us. So we're sort of at the brink, right at the base of the Cascades where all the mountains and the forest are, and then we start turning into desert. And that's definitely something you should know before moving to Oregon, is definitely picking the terrain that you're wanting to live in, whether it be on the coast, in the mountains, or in the desert. While we're on the subject of the different outdoor areas or places that we have, we also need to talk about the, I don't want to call amenities available to you, but what you can do while you're here. You really sort of have to love the outdoors to enjoy here. Not a lot of Oregon has a big nighttime scene. You're definitely going to get it up in Portland, maybe a little bit in Eugene and Salem, but everywhere else, there's not a lot of bars, there's not a lot of nightclubs and things like that. So if you're living in Oregon, you really have to love the outdoors, whether it be hiking, walking, boating, fishing, stand-up paddleboarding, golf. A lot of our fun and recreation is done outdoors. Another thing that you need to know about Oregon is that most of Oregon does have all 4 seasons. So that is a plus for a lot of people. Where I'm located in Redmond, Oregon, we have all 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. You're going to get the snow, you're going to get the rain, you're going to get the hot days. But Oregon also has one additional season, and that's called fire season. Due to sometimes lack of rain over the last few years, fire season has started typically in around June and can last you through October. So I'm sure everyone has seen on the news all the wildfires that are happening in the Northwest. That definitely happens here in Oregon and the surrounding areas. So there are times when smoke is really bad. So if you're someone with asthma, definitely keep that in mind. Not everywhere, I feel, has all 4 seasons though. When you're in the valley, it's pretty much summer, fall, and spring. They have gotten a lot of snow this year over any other years, but mainly you have a rainy season and a not so rainy season in the valley. And speaking of rainy season, one thing that'll give you away when you're here in Oregon, so that we know that you're not an Oregonian, is if you use an umbrella. No one here uses an umbrella. Something that you need to know about Oregon is that their politics lean to the left. And we just had a baby fly through. Not all of the state believes in that, but a majority of the state, which lives in the Portland, Salem, and Eugene area, do swing a little to the left. So definitely keep that in mind. The eastern side of the state, they more swing to the right, but not a majority of our population lives out east of the Cascades. So keep that in mind. Here in Oregon, there is no sales tax. So when you go to the grocery store and you're seeing the price on the tag, that is the price you get. but there is a cost, I think, associated with that, because Oregon does have some of the highest income tax in the United States. So your checks will be smaller, but when you go to the grocery store, you'll definitely know how much you're going to spend. Something else to keep in mind here in Oregon is that drugs are legal. So that, yeah, I just got the audience to chime in on that one. Drugs are legal, so that was passed in recent years. It's not a jailable offense if you're caught with a small amount of any type of drug on you. We all know that pot's legal here in Oregon, so you'll see a pot shop on almost every single corner that you look at. That is one of the nice things that I like about Redmond, is that they actually don't allow pot shops within the city limits. So everywhere around Redmond, Oregon, you're going to see a pot shop, but you're safe in Redmond, Oregon. And we have a guest, the dancing teague. And while drugs aren't illegal here in Oregon, you want to know what is? Pumping your own gas. So definitely stay in your car when you get to the gas station. Attendant will come over. They are in the works of passing a law that'll allow people the opportunity to pump their own gas, but they're not going to fully switch it over to that. They say they'd have fast lanes or pump your own gas lanes. So you could choose to go through those lanes, or you could stay in the regular lanes that have your gas pumped for you.
I pumped grandma's gas.
That was illegal. You broke the law.
The guy told me to. He taught me how to do it because he had to go inside. He taught me how to do it. He taught me how to do it.
I just heard that my kid broke the law and pumped gas. Okay. So, Oregon, you should know that alcohol is a pastime. A lot of what people do are surrounded by the one breweries that we have here in Oregon. And this is what I get for doing this on vacation. Or the wineries, because we have amazing wine and beer that come out of Oregon. So just know that if you're wanting to get together with friends, it's typically going to be at a pub or a winery. The cost of living here in Oregon is one of the highest in the states, and some people would say it's worth it, definitely, because you have these amazing views and you have so many different... I can see your hand. Recreational opportunities. But depending on the part of the state you live in, there might not be jobs to support that cost of living. So in the Valley, you're definitely going to have a higher pay range, because you'll have your Nikes, your Intels, your IBMs, your HPs that are all hiring and have main headquarters here in Oregon. But when you're moving to the east of the Cascades, some of those job opportunities do wean away. I think something that did change that was a time frame that we know about 3 years ago, where a lot of things did go remote. So we did see a big influx of people moving to Oregon because they were able to keep their salaries from their higher paying jobs in different areas and relocate to Oregon. And last but not least, something that I do want everyone to know about Oregon is that we are not just Portland. Portland is a small factor of Oregon, but it is not the only thing, and I definitely recommend that you look outside of the Portland area and you'd be pleasantly surprised. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to know more things about Oregon or where I'm located in general in Central Oregon, just continue watching the videos, make a comment in the comment section, and if there's a video that I haven't made, I'll definitely make that for you. Have a great day.